Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Legend Knows Football. So, today I just want to give my thoughts on the gameplay so far, my first impressions on EAFC 26. I made some highlights here on a match that I played in the early access uh, early access elimination tournament. I got a 10-hour trial because I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered the standard edition. But anyways, this game reminds me of FIFA 17. The way players make runs, the way you can just score. You don't need to do much to score. You can just tap. You can just tap the shoot button and the ball goes in the back of the net. As you can see, I tried to just rewind him. This was a chance that I had where I went through with Broby. And Broby is a 70, I think 77 rated player. But he plays. The game is so responsive. I stay in Africa, but still, let me just pause this. I stay in Africa. I play on like 50 plus ping, depending on how my internet treats me. And the game still remains responsive. Uh, the defending is quite manual, which is in my opinion it's fine because defending should create a skill gap. There should be a skill gap in the defending in how you defend. If you can't defend, you should go back to training and learn how to defend. Over time, you should. This game is made for someone with a footballing brain. If you can analyze a game, if you want to play football with, like, in terms of seeing the space, seeing where to pass, seeing where to position your players to defend, you can see this play. Let me just play it. I went in for a tackle on his first striker, and he managed to to play the ball through. So I was a bit rash with my defending, and I paid the price. I conceded the goal, and that's how it should be. If you make a mistake, you should be punished. Tackling is also good. You win the ball quite often when you time your tackles right and when you go in for the right tackle. This is probably again is through pass, simple shot. I think I missed because I was under pressure. This is my opponent attacking again, playing some good passes in between my defenders. I was just trying to be aggressive with my defending, and I paid another price. He scored another goal. This is me also trying to play those short balls, short passes. In the end, I was offside. The goalie made a save, however, but I think if I went for the near post, I would have scored. This is Tyreek George on the left, giving the pass to Broby once again. Left stick dribbling. This is where I just use left stick dribbling. Nothing fancy. No flick of the what, flick of the who. We can look that back again. Let me just take it back a little bit. Where was it now? Yeah, yeah. No, nothing fancy. Just look at this. I just ran with the ball. I started leaving the sprint button, and I just slowed down, turn him inside out, and I score. That was also good defending from me. This was him trying to attack, running through with his striker. I put him under a little bit of pressure. He rushed his shot. The goalie made a save. Open space. He took his defender out of position by going up on the field and left a wide open gap. I gave the through ball and I went to score equalizer 2-2. From here on, you can see that he's trying to play the kickoff glitch. I read the pass. I defend well with my CDM, intercept the ball, win the ball. Take too long with the ball at the end of the day after I won the ball. He got the ball back, tried to play fast again, tried to go through. But in a nutshell, this game reminds me of FIFA 17, pre-patch FIFA 18. arcadey, end-to-end stuff. We don't want to play boring games, where the score ends 1-0 and you struggle to score. You have to have certain players to score. This is a starter squad. The average rating of this squad, I think, is like, so this game is, I like the way it is. I like the way it plays. That was a driven pass, R1 pass into the foot of your striker, and you score. He played another 1-2 year. This game was end to end. 4-4. Second half, 70 minutes played, end to end, enjoying the game the way the game should be. We are we Let me just pause. We want a football simulator, but you can't simulate football to make every animation. This is a computer game. This is something designed. Not everything will work out the way it works in real life. So having it more leaning to the arcade, to being an arcade game, end to end stuff, scoring goals, it's what I prefer. That's what I like. I like when you score, I score. You score, I score. The only, like I said in the beginning, if you can defend, you can stop someone from scoring. You need to practice your player switching, because if you can player switch fast, you can position your players and the guy won't get the gaps in. So defending is the skill gap. R1 dribbling, close control, it's also kind of overpowered. Shooting is quite simple, like I said in the beginning. And that's what I like. This was when he scored. I played the ball back. You can't just run. In order to break your opponent down, you need to suck out these defenders. Simple 1-2s, waiting for him to make a mistake, just hanging around in front of the box. I saw Malcolm open. I tried to play a square ball. Another panic shot from me. He won the ball and he's on the attack again. He made a mistake. First time passes. I don't think you need to do first time passes. You saw, he brought his defender out of position. I managed to get the ball, give a through ball to Brobby. Brobby scores. Simple shot, just tap the circle and it's in. 5-4, I'm leading, 78 minutes played. He doesn't play backwards. When he centers the ball, he tries to go forward immediately. I anticipate that he's going to do that. If you can anticipate what your opponent is about to do, you can win so many matches, because you need to, within the first half, you need to know what type of player you are playing against and what type of gameplay he is all about, and then you can win the matches. Easy, easy, easy. L1, R1. Sending players and calling players works 100% perfectly. If you send someone on a run, they will do it. If you call someone back out of an offside position, they will respond. The game is responsive. Left stick dribbling is back. Playing, defending is manual, the way it needs to be. If you, like you see, I positioned Van Dijk there. I got the ball and I'm on the attack again. Low rated players, you don't need meta players to be impressive in this game. If you know how to use your player, if you know how to play football, you will score regardless of the rating of the player. Look at Brobby. Close control. Close control. And it's not just, like I said, it's not just the meta players. Everyone can do it. So you need to play to the strength of that. And that's what I like. And if someone close controls close to you and you time your tackle, you will take the ball off of him. Look at me defending Andre Santos. I just position him, press circle, standing tackle, got the ball. Tyreek George is gone. Through. Running down the line. You see, left stick dribbling. I went inside, I went out. The guy is lost. I get the gap outside. He didn't commit, because you have to commit to a tackle or you don't have to commit to a tackle. You have to decide. Easy, easy, easy. He doesn't anticipate my movement. He doesn't anticipate that I'm just going to run. I'm just going to run through. Left stick dribbling, more left stick dribbling, more R1 with left stick, R1. Almost scored. I should have gone for the other post. But guys, that's my that's my thoughts on this game. I like the way it is at this point in time. I don't think they need to change much. With the higher rated cards coming out when the game officially releases, I think it's going to be more frustrating for some people to defend. But if you can position your players and find your formation and the way you play, you will be able to have enjoyable moments on this game. We don't want one formation to be the meta formation. We always want versatility. You just don't want, nobody wants to just use R9, R9, R9 every game. You want every week we have these cards coming out and you want to test them out, but you can't test them out because you're putting yourself in a negative, in a disadvantaged position, because if you don't have a specific player, you won't be able to score. But this year, it seems like you can use any player and you will be able to score. And that's the fun. That's good. That's how you keep me hooked on this game. I like the way the game is. I will give this game. I haven't played FIFA slash EAFC in a long time. I decided to come back this year and try it out again. I played a little bit of EAFC 25 last year, but the most FIFA that I've played was last when it was FIFA 17, FIFA 18. I stopped a bit. I went to FPS to an FPS game and it got me hooked. I tested out here and there, but the gameplay wasn't the way I wanted it. But now it seems like it's back. EAFC is back. Finally, we have a game that's responsive, even on high ping. It doesn't feel like I'm playing on 50 ping. And yeah, like I said, R1 dribbling, left stick dribbling, sending players on runs, calling players back of runs, timing your tackles, positioning your players, and you will be fine this year. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on EAFC 26. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Uh, GG's everyone. Good games to you all. Wish you enjoy this game and see you in the next upload. Cheers. Stay safe. God bless.